we will be in a second. It takes a minute for everything to sync up because
Okay.
the computer future is not 100% there for us.
The future the computer wants is not. I'm trying to get the link so that I can do a do a splash out to. I'm not seeing it on my YouTube yet.
Stand
Oh,
by.
there
I'm
it
gonna send
is.
it to
I
you.
got it.
Okay, you
It's
got
out
it.
there.
You got it.
Share, copy,
Wish you knew how your cat was feeling?
text
At
to
the Tidy Cat.
myself. This is so laborious. Dude, there should be like a, there's like a clipboard on. I don't really think there's a clipboard on Macs like there is on PCs where you like you clip and then it's just like you can access this list of clips. You should also be able to like if you clip something on your computer, it should just automatically be in your iPhone iCloud so that you don't have to text it to yourself. Like it's anyways, this is a really interesting way to start the pod or the stream. Whatever. The stream, the pod, who gives a shit? Hi
Yeah.
everybody.
Hey, hey, it's Andy Haynes, comedian
Welcome
Andy Haynes from television.
welcome to the dream of America. That's what we're gonna start to kind of like do like kind of a dog whistle alt-righty thing. Where this is not called MapQuest anymore. It's called the dream of America. Does that seem good?
Yeah, it's where we used to have a country, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, these kids and the woke mind virus.
Mm-hmm.
We're against it. We're against the virus.
I think, I blame, like everybody's going after the Jews, and I don't think that's fair, I think we should pick a new diaspora to blame the liberal mind virus on.
Just I appreciate your willingness to stay away from a real live wire topic.
Yeah, yeah, Um, no, it's funny because I joke, I joke a lot, like things that are like making fun of somebody else's racism or something like that. But I just think because the way I look, people are just like, nah, he means it. That's real. I've noticed that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We got one person watching, by the way. That's nice of
Excellent.
you. One person.
Hello, one person.
Jump into this chat if you're watching. Please jump into this chat. I know that some of you guys are probably dick deep in the what do you call it, the UCL finals that are happening right now.
I don't.
I know that you don't.
Is
I know
that
you don't know.
the riot
It's
in
sports.
Los Angeles at
It's
a college campus? Is that
it's
the
sports
UCL
ball.
final? Okay.
It's sports ball, Adam, and you know it's sports ball.
If you asked me what the UCL finals were, I absolutely would have thought it was the exams at UCLA.
Well,
That's
that's not a long way to go. It's not like really you should not be blamed. It's the UEFA Champions League, which is happening at the moment right now. It's happening. It's the semifinals actually, but I do think it's interesting. I mean, I think we should talk about the. I think it'd be probably like safe to kind of mention what's happening on the college campuses. I have completely kind of checked out from like I'm reading all the news stories and I'm kind of I'm reading all the news stories and I'm kind of like digesting all of the commentary and I'm feeling the things. I'm feeling the feelings about the injustices because
digesting the stories, shitting them out,
shitting them
all the
out.
way through.
But I'm not going to campuses and doing anything in solidarity. I'm definitely not posting just because I'm kind of at a point in my life where I don't really want to like welcome an argument. Like
Well, Andy, you're a
invite
comedian. You can't go to campuses. They won't. College
Dude,
kids on campuses.
if I try to get off the subway at Columbia right now, the fucking mind police will come in their NYPD uniforms and they'll arrest me. All right, and they'll take me to.
They'll arrest you for gender.
Dude, I love how many people. Still like. It's so weird to me that because that was like the fire with which like so many of these new comics like burned, right? You know,
Sure. A,
and
a
then
million specials were launched off pronouns.
yeah, there. I mean, there's so much rhetoric around free speech, gender, yada yada yada, and I know that's because the stupid masses, they all love that or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you're winning. I don't understand how this is. It. I guess it's like being like a fan of a dynasty team where it's just like you always have to root for your team,
Wait,
even though
who's
they
winning? I
always
think
win.
everyone's losing. Tell me who's winning.
Oh man, all the comics I know that are like kind of like free speech dog whistlers or kind of talk about like those topics, like the topics at hand, which are, gender, free speech, trans, the stuff that's like,
The you can't say anything anymore except for on all of our specials that we keep getting.
yeah, and I don't even begrudge them that, like get your bag, whatever. But I just think it's so weird because like literally we don't have any. I think we maybe because even in Canada, like in Canada and Australia and England, like if you were to make fun of somebody and they wanted to, they can sue you. Like in Australia, a woman accused Jeffrey Wright of rape, but she didn't have sufficient evidence to prove it, and so he came back and he sued her into poverty. Like that, I can see that being like, okay, like if that happened to you and you didn't have any self-awareness or you were innocent, God forbid, if you were innocent, then I could see you, launching a whatever, a thing. But I don't know. It's just, nobody's in trouble. People got canceled, I guess, a little bit, but like I don't know who really got canceled in a way where they're not okay, right?
People got canceled all the way into selling out theaters. Think they're okay.
Yeah, like I don't. Kevin Spacey just has to be rich. He doesn't get to be famous anymore. Harvey Weinstein's almost out of jail. Cosby's out of jail, right?
Cosby's out of jail. Harvey Weinstein has a private suite at Bellevue Hospital with his own phone and TV.
Yeah, it's like I don't know who's I don't want this to be the like, this we talk about maps on this show. I'm not trying to get too deep in the weeds. Oh, there's my daughter. Hi, baby girl. Did you have fun outside? Sorry, everybody. I'm not going to put my daughter in the stream, but she's to my left, which would probably be your right, and she's making new noises.
Oh,
So pretty
just a
exciting.
sweet, sweet spherical little baby.
Can you hear that in the background?
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
The miracle of life.
I do want to shout out. There was a lot of people that came back, and they said that they really appreciated the Texas Hammer content. They said
Okay,
that would
great.
it was. That's a new noise that my daughter has. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, the beep.
Yeah, my daughter's new favorite noise is asthma attack. That's her favorite. She loves to just do a. That's like her favorite new noise. So I'll
Oh,
just
she
be
loves
sitting
to
here.
go to the emergency room, this baby.
Yeah, she's obsessed. She's obsessed with pretending to have asthma. But I do want to say that I'm pretty amped up. I just had a therapy session, emergency therapy session. Not necessarily emergency, but it was like impromptu because I was like having a rough 2 days. I've gotten off of a medicine recently that kind of rounded the edges,
Sure.
and I'm fine. But I went to this therapy session. We were talking about like metaphysicality because I have one of those therapists,
Sure.
and I'm good. I'm amped up. We talked about life being a video game, and she I made
Your
the argument,
therapist
and
is Mario.
yeah, my therapist actually is Princess Toadstool. Was that her name? Princess Peach.
Sure,
Is
I
there a Princess
there
Toadstool?
there's a Princess Toadstool. There's a Princess Peach. There are two or three other princesses, the names of whom are escaping me. But you're there. You're yeah.
And then why? What are those turtles that we're always fighting in this? The turtles are our enemies, right?
Yeah, no, we're against him. We got to jump on him.
And what was Koopa supposed to be?
He's like a dragon turtle hybrid. He's like a dragon with a turtle shell.
Let's pull up on just best Koopa Halloween costumes. Let's go
Sure,
to
yeah.
just a web browser and just see what some people have been doing. Type in blackface Koopa.
Let's not get kicked off Twitch this early in the stream. We're 13 minutes in.
Will I get kicked off for even making that joke?
I think in the abstract probably okay, but let's not like get
Let's
deep
not.
into high res images.
Yeah, let's not test it. Um, ooh, that's a pretty good one. I was kind of looking for a little more DIY. Let's see these families.
Sure. Uh-oh. Update my login. I don't think I will.
Just do it online. Just do it while we're live streaming. Update your login. I was hoping for some real like stodgy looking ones, like some real like bottom barrel kind of, you know, the Wayfair version. Poor man's. Oh, I'm seeing some.
How
That's a pretty
about
good one. Where are they? Where is this family?
this family? Boy, they don't. Weird. They don't give you their coordinates.
Well,
I feel
just
like they
click on
should.
visit. Click on visit, and it's probably a local newspaper telling us where this parade was. Did it pop up to another window? It might have because I didn't see your click go anywhere.
Okay. Well, stand by.
What Halloween's in Mario Brothers? Welcome to the crazy kingdom. About me. Go to about me. I want to find out who this woman is.
Sure. Sure.
All right,
Seaside, California. That's just that is south of Santa Cruz. That's between Santa Cruz and Monterey.
let's go check it out. Let's check out Seaside. Let's see
Okay.
what's happening in Seaside. Was that close to where you lived? No, that's a little too south.
It's nearby. It's between Santa Cruz and Monterey, so it's about
I've actually done this
30 to
drive quite a
35
bit.
minutes.
I've done this drive a fair amount of times because in my career as a road comic, primarily a road comic is what I've made my bread and butter doing. We used to have to play a gig in a place just a little north of here in Santa Cruz called the Crow's Nest, and the Crow's Nest
Oh,
is
sure.
a sports bar in a yacht club, and the sports bar is above the yacht club, but it's a weird thing because it is a yacht club to some extent, and the restaurant downstairs is nice-ish. It's okay, but it's on the water. It's beautiful. You're in a marina. But they bring their NorCal flat-billness to this. It's very weird. It's like it's kind of nice, but everybody's wearing a Dakine flat-brimmed hat.
Yeah, it's sort of
And
like
they're mad.
the rich townies kind of hangout.
Yeah, and they get trashed, and they hate your act, and they heckle you because they came to watch the game, and they say things like, "I hate Sundays. Why the fuck do we do this on Sunday?" They say that during your set. But so I would have to, I would do that gig, and then I would always go back to LA. But how I would do it is the gig was over at like 10:30, 11. I would drive down to Esalen, and at
The yoga
Esalen,
retreat.
yeah, where the final scenes of Mad Men were filmed. beautiful. They have this thing called the public baths, and I think it's from 1 to 3 a.m. You are allowed to go and use their hot springs.
Very
Why don't you
convenient.
why don't you go down to Esalen? I think you can just scroll down there. It's just below the peninsula.
All right, let's see here.
It's gonna be Big Sur.
I've never been to Esalen, so I'm not. I feel like let's see if I can get it with a little searching.
Yeah, Esalen.
Yeah,
There it is. And let's pull up some pictures.
sure.
There's got to be some like ugly people. Scroll down. We know it's beautiful. I want to see the ugly trash that has to go here to get better.
Well, I don't know if you're allowed. Well, I guess you're allowed to be ugly if you're very, very wealthy.
Yeah, which is, I mean, the entire tech industry to some extent. They've gotten way better looking since things have been going so well for so long. Not a single selfie? This is crazy. Maybe it's kind of discouraged to take pictures.
I think, yeah, it may be the kind of place that you don't necessarily want to advertise that you're going because it probably costs like
Wait, go up.
$4,000 a night.
Go back up 2 photos on the left. This one. Oh, I thought there was somebody sitting in this waterfall.
So is this where you could catch like a 2 a.m. naked Andy Haynes?
Yeah, but this is not the. I mean, go scroll down. I'll show you. The baths are amazing. They sit on the top of these cliffs. There they are. That's one of them. Go up one. Up one.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like you're
it's
you're
a
like in
porcelain
these.
bathtub.
That's one of the ways you can do it. There's these hot springs, and they got like hot tub style. They also have private baths. They have kind of a pool, but they all sit like 300 feet above the Pacific Ocean. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, and also everybody's naked, which is kind of
Did you feel the mind-body connection?
I will say that I definitely felt weird being a single solo guy because a lot of times it would be like couples kind of doing like a romantic evening together, and here I am, just fully rock hard, just
Sure.
staring directly at them, just sitting on the edge of the.
Here you are having just been stared at by angry construction workers and contractors with their schooners of local beer.
This is my post-show ritual. Is after a 45-minute bomb, to the second. The second I saw 45, I didn't even finish the joke. I just got off stage. I would get in my car, I'd drive down here, and I would make 2. What's that called? Unix? What's the job? User experience? What do they call that?
Oh, UX?
Yeah, to UX developers, I would make them feel completely uncomfortable as I sat completely torqued on the edge of a hot tub, staring directly at them in silence. It was my way of turning the power around.
What's up, Noah Dye and Adam H in the chat? Good to see you.
Oh,
Thanks.
are they here?
That's
It
we got
didn't-
some folks putting
It didn't
names
update
in
on
the
my
chat.
side. Why is it not working on my chat? This is
Andy,
pissing
I
me off.
don't know.
Hold on, I'm jumping in here. I'm taking my fate into my own hands.
Do it.
Yeah, it's not the link you sent me is not giving me their chats, but maybe if they continue to chat, we'll get them. Hey guys, we're in if you're new to the stream, we're in Big Sur at the Esalen Institute. I feel like we got to. This has all been to. While I do want to, say that I'm in a good place and I'm feeling happy and optimistic, even though I've been unable to write a new bit in months, and it feels torturous to this point. But having said that, I'm in a good place, and I think I'd like to poison that by making fun of some working class people somewhere in the California area. Why don't you type the Garlic Festival into that search bar?
Sure, and Gilroy, Jim Adams, good to see you in the chat.
Why is this not coming up for me? Can you resend me that link? Because I feel like this might be a dead link or something. Because I'm not getting any chat.
Yeah, give me just a second here.
Are they saying nice things?
I don't know if I would say nice, but yeah, no, of course they're quite they're supporters of Andy Haynes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've been tagging you in some of the stuff. These might be Levin lovers.
Sure,
Levin lovers. I
I'll
think
take it.
we need to employ maybe a Rick Wood for an intro song. Maybe get like or maybe some of your old ska friends can
Sure.
get us.
That's here we go. Here we go. Gilroy Gardens.
Yes, dude. I have a vintage shirt that I bought from the Gilroy Garlic Festival that I lost. Did you ever go to the Gilroy?
I've never been to the Garlic Festival, but they have a garlic theme park called Gilroy Gardens. It's like.
Is this a water park based on a garlic farm that I'm looking at?
I mean, I think there's a water park component to it. We got a waterfall here.
This is actually a memorial for all of the hard work that the garlic developers. It's actually for all the people that have been felled by the garlic industry.
Yeah, for
the Great
for
Garlic
our brave
Massacre
warriors
of
in the
18
Garlic War.
Yeah, which actually does sound kind of like real if you think about it in the John Steinbeck cinematic universe.
Sure. Well, we got Adam H in the chat says you can smell that place from Solvang. You can smell that place from the highway. I've never smelled garlic so strong as driving through Gilroy.
It's good though, right?
Oh, it's
a
amazing.
good smell. Did you resend me the chat link? Because I'm not
getting to
privy
that.
to
I'm
any of
so
this.
close to sending it to you, and when I do, you're gonna say, "Wow, I've really seen this chat." That's the kind of thing you're gonna say.
I need to engage.
I know.
I gotta engage.
Engagement is so key. Hey, can we get a couple? Just get some ones in the chat. I'm just trying to test something for Andy here. People throw a couple ones in the chat. Just one. Just type the number 1. Okay, there we go. We're so close. Andy, when I send this to you and you load it up, and then you're going to start seeing chats and you're going to say, wow, my friend Adam, he really fixed the chat. That's the sort of thing you're going to say about me.
I got one. I got
Okay.
Noah saying sup.
Okay.
And I got some ones. I got Jim Adams.
We did
Jim
it.
Adams.
We fixed
Jim
the
Adams,
chat.
is that Jim Adams that I know from Seattle, Washington? Is it that Jim Adams? Reveal yourself, Jim Adams. And there's an Adam H too. Guys, we're making fun of Central California at the moment. If you're not privy, we're in a great headspace. I'm still glad you're here, even though we don't have history. Is this on some kind of caboose or ride that I'm seeing?
I think they're just kind of, here, I'm going to mute this because it's quite loud. But it's, boy, you were right. It's a train.
It's a train. I mean, look at this. Count me the purchaser of a plane ticket because I'm bringing my little daughter here. When is the Gilroy Garlic Festival? We got to get over there. The one who mentioned Paxil. Okay. There's a tiny train. Thank you, Adam H. I think we're on the tiny train. So if you guys don't know, this is an embarrassing yet funny story. So I have a contract I signed up to host my comedy on the OnlyFans website, and they're trying to like have comedy on there. I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk to. I don't really care about it at this point. But I'm still, I'm doing all of my obligated comedy stuff, and which two of those is streaming. I'm supposed to stream twice a month. And so what I came up with is the OnlyFans fans stream, which is I review a fan for the live stream. I do a half an hour live stream where I review a different fan each week. And they my wife, I woke up yesterday and my wife just walked out to me talking to no one because no one was actually watching the stream either. She just woke up to me just talking to no one about a fan just in the middle of the living room. And she was like, "What the fuck are you doing?
What choices have I made that the
Why
father
did I
of my
marry?
child is
Why did I
doing
marry
Vornado
this?"
content?
Yeah, exactly. I wish it was a Vornado. I started low. I started with a Honeywell.
Okay.
Anyways, follow me on OnlyFans. I get a bonus if I get a certain amount of money, and then I can continue to not want to do it. This is really confusing. They're not telling me when the Garlic Festival is.
The Garlic Festival, I did a little research while you were talking about the Honeywell, and it looks like June 21st is when you can take your daughter to, I don't know, get basted in garlic butter. What do they do there?
June 21st?
Yeah.
That's actually interesting because Rosie will be working the San Francisco Punchline, so that might just line up. Interesting. It'll be a great day trip.
Yeah.
Have you been able to find any of the pictures of the garlic? Because in this website that you're in right now, there was actually a part where there's a roll, like this thing will go, it'll keep going, and eventually you will see a large garlic mascot, which I think I'd like to find. It's probably the next photo that's going to come on. Next one. Yes.
There we go.
Can we find out about the garlic festival? I want to find out what his name is. If we could look up Gilroy Garlic Festival mascot.
Sure. Let's see here.
Adam H., is the garlic ice cream actually bad? Because it sounds bad. I will say, so I grew up reading John Steinbeck novels. That was always my favorite guy, and I've read most of them, and a lot of them take place in the Salinas Valley, which is where Gilroy and Seaside and Monterey kind of all straddle. Big Sur, you could even argue, was in play, and I would drive through there, and I remember, oh shit. Noah Dye really bummed out the chat, but I appreciate it.
Excellent.
Damn. I remember this
it's
now.
American as garlic, apple pie, and a mass shooting.
Jesus Christ, Noah. I mean, fair enough. What? Why did this guy go to the... Why did they go to the Garlic Festival?
Probably had an alien allergy and just, had to take it out on someone.
I can see my fat baby. She wouldn't go to sleep. So now we're going to have to give her... It's so fun to have a fat baby, you guys. I really recommend it. If you can have a fat baby, it's a great time.
I would not be streaming. I would just be pretending to take bites of a fat baby all day long.
There's a lot of biting. There's a lot of I'm gonna eat your leg. I'm gonna eat your foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna chomp you up like a turkey leg, etc.
Okay, so here we got our mascot.
Yeah.
This looks like that's a blow up. That's not our actual. Our mascot should be. Well, keep scrolling. They've got a few, but there should be like one that's like a walk around the festival kind of mascot guy.
Just like a carpet-faced mascot like at Disneyland.
Yeah, why not? Oh, there's the garlic ice cream that we were talking about. Free garlic ice cream. Oh, good. Because it's at Salt and Straw, it would be $9.99 for a single scoop of their disgusting garlic ice cream.
Garlic ice cream on a turnip cone.
There it is.
Here you go. Just
Two
says
inflatable garlic men, the garlic mascot, and the garlic with a flame coming from the top. All right. Garlic Festival mascot name.
oh, that's Herbie the Garlic Festival mascot.
It's Herbie.
Yeah.
It's funny that
'Cause
I
he's an
typed
herb-
in.
He's not an herb though. He's a garlic's what, a root of some kind? A bulb?
It's a bulb, yeah.
Okay.
But it's funny that it's great that I got Garlic Festival mascot name is what I searched for, and one of the first options was, did you mean shooting? Yes.
We could have gone with Garen the Garlic Festival mascot.
How do you feel about a nice regional festival, Adam? I absolutely love like a state fair.
Yeah.
Put me in there.
Give
Put
me a
in,
funnel
coach.
cake. I'll have a churro.
There's some that are purer than others, though. Like I went to the Minnesota State Fair for a while when I was married to a woman from Minnesota, and that place is like heaven on earth. It's like, the milk's fresh. One thing that happens at state fairs, no matter where you go, is you will see kind of the dredges of humanity because there's not a lot of places they can go, but they are allowed at the fair. Everyone's allowed at the fair. That's literally. Del Mar by San Diego. But you will see, like, if you are like, hey, I don't see anybody with deformities anymore, go to a state fair. Hey, I don't see anybody who's like TLC channel morbidly obese, go to the state fair. Hey, I don't see an elderly man smoking through his oxygen tank, go to the state fair. They're all there. They'll be there. They're hanging out. They're eating the most fried food you've ever seen in your life. But
Everything you're saying
stu-
tells me I am bound for a state fair in the next 24 months.
Adam, you are not wheelchair fat, okay? Stop doing that to yourself.
I can dare to dream.
You know what you got to do is you got to meet a woman who's a feeder,
Yes.
you know?
That's
There's
see
gotta
the
be-
issue is that I'm the feeder. I like to cook. I gotta find someone who wants to feed more than I do. I gotta find someone who wants to beat me at feeding.
A lot of people don't know this. Adam's actually a kind of a master baker as well.
I've been called a master baker since, I don't know, 13.
Yeah, everybody's like, stop masturbating, Levin. Is Bumbershoot Festival a state fair, Andy? I went to that in the 90s. It is not a state fair. It is a city festival. And when I was a kid, it was pretty amazing because it's a music festival in the middle of Seattle. And it used to be like free. And then it was like still like $20 a day, even up until I was like in high school. And then I don't know what happened, like AGI or one of those big like promotional kind of companies got involved and they made it like, where like Drake and the Foo Fighters would headline it, and then all of a sudden it was like $120 a day, and then nobody paid for it anymore. There was always a lot of like people sneaking in or just not going. But it was so fun. I mean, as a kid, it was like the best week of my life. You'd see like a 40-person fight there. You'd smoke weed in a fountain.
Noah Dye in the chat saw the Sex Pistols there at age 10.
I've seen
He was 10,
so
not
many
the Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols, their 10-year-old version.
It was Sex Pistols Babies, the cartoon.
You walk in on me watching that with my child. It's a bunch of English babies espousing literature from the National Front while being day drunk. You know what I actually think? I've had enough time in the Central Valley. This has been a good time.
Sure.
Let's go make fun of the Midlands
Okay.
of England. Why don't you go to Yorkshire, England? Just type in Yorkshire.
You got it.
Minnow, stop. I'm trying to stream to strangers. There is a guy out there right now who's streaming like his video game, and he's yelling at his kids for disrupting it in sincerity.
Oof, I had a what they call a Zoom meeting earlier this week, Andy, with let's say a mid-famous author who had
Uh-huh.
a full-on meltdown, screaming, yelling fight with his kid during the meeting, and I just sat there silent.
Was it just the two of you?
It was just the two of us, and then he went in the other room, screamed at his son for 10 minutes, and I finished the meeting and then sent him an email quitting the project. Because
Nice.
I said, boy, this portends badly for a future working together.
Yeah.
And then I got two deeply unhinged emails from the guy that I have ignored.
That's great. I love that for you. Zoom in. Let's zoom in
You
to
got it.
Leeds. And then I want you to type into the search bar right here. I want you to type in this when you get over Leeds. I want you to type in Weatherspoons. WH. Not, yeah, right there. Right there. And let's go to any of the Weatherspoons that you find. Get to the pictures. And I'm going to show you guys some of the top English lad culture.
Because we're stuck at home every single day, what separates
fuck
this
yes.
from Tuesday?
Oh, yeah, some very slick eggs.
I love an English breakfast served on a floral pattern. I want to see some pictures of the boys, some of the
Sure.
lads. Because what this is it's like a Applebee's, but imagine in this world if you're like a regional kind of like lad, like, like working class kid, this is where you go to really turn up. Like it's,
It's a real
this is,
blokes and birds sort of a situation.
yeah, but I feel like it's not, I feel like we found the one location where it's like people are just being casual. This is fun. Look in England. Look at how much democracy they have. You can pet their horses.
That horse would be shooting you in America.
Yeah, but they would command that. I think we found like a train station Weatherspoons. Can we try to find a different one?
Yeah, you
Zoom
can.
out a little bit. Go to the picture house one.
The picture house. Oh, sure. Let's go to the latest. Boy, that is some unpleasant white food.
Look at this. Look at that next picture. That's great. That is what I would love it if you brought me a half-cooked mushroom on a sea of heart disease and you just don't even put the butter on the side. Please drop the butter liberally, just
Yeah,
anywhere
I'll
on
eat
my
the
plate.
wrappers.
In English culture, it's rude not to eat the butter wrapper. Actually,
Sure.
they
Just-
love
it
that meal.
Really looks like someone put a cigarette out in that egg.
What's bothering me about this is that for some reason in a lot of the non-Western world, people love to tag, like when we go to Bangladesh or Turkmenistan, people just put pictures of themselves. And I'm noticing something in England and the United States. We're not seeing as many featured photos with, okay, here we go. Yes. Lovely night out for the girls.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's a lot more sort of Instagram culture food shots.
Hold on. I'm going to try to find, let's see this.
Just
Some right cunts in Yorkshire.
food
Black
that looks
pudding or no
like a
black pudding?
bedpan.
No black pudding. If you guys don't know what black pudding is, it's a pudding that they serve in England that is, it's black because it's full of cow's blood, probably lamb's blood actually, but its main ingredient is blood. That's what
Seems
they
like
make in
someone
it.
dropped a little black pudding on this plate.
Oh really? Let me see. Oh yeah, that's somebody. This is actually they just ordered vanilla ice cream, but they're lactose intolerant. That's what this photo is.
Yeah, see, this is all just food photos. This isn't anybody, you know, hanging with the lads.
Hold on, I have a solution.
Nothing
Talk
more
nights
punk
out.
than a well stenciled glass.
I want you to go. I want you to go to. Type into the search bar. I want you to type in Coco.
Oh, the Cocoa Club in London?
No, it's in. It should come up as Southend. Oh wait. That is. Yeah. It's Southend.
This is what we're looking
right,
for?
let's-
Cocoa Brasserie?
Yes, and I want you to wait. Is that in Southend, England? Whatever. Let's see what the photos are.
Sure.
Okay, more food. This was not. No, this is not gonna be. Although, let's go to that photo real quick. Let's see what that's about. Just a kid. His single mom brought him out for brunch. You know when your single mom thinks that she's gonna do like a. She's gonna do like a real like bonding moment by taking you to an activity that only she would enjoy.
Sure.
I love that.
Let's see. Is this what you're thinking of? Is my question to you, Andy Haynes.
No, it's in. We have to go to Essex. We'll try another one because this
Okay.
one isn't coming up apparently. I want you to go to. Okay, hold on. Go to ATIK, one word, and it should be in the address of Romford.
Sure.
Yes. There we go. You are going to see. When we get some photos of some people, you are going to see some absolutely orange people.
Let's see here.
Come on, give me the
This
full
is
club.
some really interesting decor.
This is like they. Actually, go to videos.
You got it.
Hit that video tab.
Really just kind of looks a lot like City Walk in Los Angeles, just sort of kind of bad.
There we go.
Yes, there we go.
One person. I'm trying to see a
What
guy
is
that
fiction is my question.
it's another nightclub. There we go. There's some lads. Oh God, we're not really getting any good hits. Okay, so it's a nightclub that also has professional boxing. Seems on brand. Yes.
Is that
I wish that was a
kind of
close-up,
what
'cause
your
you would've-
football hooligan days were like? A lot of that at night.
I mean, I'm telling you, if you zoomed in on the people, you would have seen a man with the most straight bangs in the world wearing a Fred Perry sweatshirt, just absolutely grinding his teeth on a Coke down spin, just absolutely K-holed out in the corner, just dancing by himself after having been rejected 42 times.
That's my favorite description of the English pallor. Is gammon, just like a pink joint of meat.
Yes.
That's kind of the main. That's really the kind of Boris Johnson, kind of vibe we're going for.
Yes. Okay. Now we're getting some lads. This is it's weird. I'm not seeing the same kind of propensity to okay, we got another group. I think this we saw these gals earlier.
Sure.
Just
Looks like maybe later
absolutely
in the evening.
just oh, yeah, Adam, you're telling me. Bye guys. Bye Minnow. I'll be done in 15 minutes and then I'll come find you guys. Okay. I love you. Don't remember your dad like this. But
Remember
it's
your
weird
dad
because
with a more active chat, Minnow.
oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so go to this next one. This is absolutely like this right here. This you can't make out this couple, but this man he works in landscaping for the city, and he's a full blown alcoholic. And this woman, she constantly posts pictures that are just titled "This guy" or "This one right here." Without him, I'd be lost. Inspirational quotes, text images. You know what I'm talking about?
Me lad.
Just, just those like, I have a little sister who's kind of like, she's got a very like, I don't know. I'm not going to go into that because if she heard me say it, it would be mean. But she likes to do like those the grid pro. Okay, here we go. He's back. Just absolutely fucking knackered, dude. What a fucking wild night we had in Romford. It's so funny too for them to talk about their cities, because like American cities, like when you say you had a night out, you could be like, yeah, I kind of had a crazy night out in Calabasas, in Studio City, in Costa Mesa. Even though these aren't good places, they sound real. But when a guy goes, man, we had an absolutely wicked night in Romford, you go, that's not real. That's not a
Yeah.
real place. The way you talked about it, it's a fake. You live in a fairy tale land.
We did it in Clapham Junction, mate.
Although, yeah, maybe Clapham Junction. When I was in London, I had to. There was only one dog daycare because everybody had bought dogs during COVID, so there was no space in any of the London Central dog daycares, and they also didn't do like per day. You had to sign them up for like a week or a month of classes or whatever. But so I had to take Mouse every morning before I took my hour train ride commute to work. I had to take Mouse to the Westfield Mall in Clapham Junction.
There's a Westfield Mall in England.
Yeah, I mean it's like the nicest mall in London. It's the same thing as the one that's on at the Beverly Center. No,
Sure.
not the Beverly Center. What's the one that's farther where like CAA's office is? What's that one?
Century City.
Yeah, Century. It's like Century City nice, I feel like I haven't gotten what I've wanted out of these. Just so people know what I'm talking about, go into Google Images and just type in stag do, just so I can show people
Sure,
kind of
yeah.
what I mean.
You got it.
So what they do is
Oh, here's
Go-
your Mario costumes.
yeah,
that you were
yeah.
looking for.
So blow that one up. Blow that one up. This is like ubiquitous across England. It's your mate is about to get married. Your best mate, your your oldest friend. And what you do is you get a bunch of costumes like this. I don't think I was. I mean, I was probably there, Noah. If you want to drop the link in the tab, we can watch it. I don't know a lot about, but I'm happy to watch it. But I want to finish this thought. So this is your
Oh.
best mate, and you and all your best mates that you guys work at the landscaping business or in construction, or maybe you are like you lease like estate housing to refugee families at an exorbitantly overpriced, just real kind of trashy dudes. They go on these and they all bring these silly costumes, and then they go to like Palma, Mallorca, or Tenerife, Canary Islands, or just some innocent place, and they get just criminally drunk, and they probably on a bunch of other drugs, and then you just have to deal with them. And you go to certain places and there's like 40 of these groups. They're just all around you, and they're all like doing like kind of like dances and amping each other up. I mean, it's just, we don't have there's not a what's that called, where it's the equivalent but a better word for it. Keep going down.
Analog?
Yeah, there's not an analog for it in the United States because we just don't do it. I mean, I think SantaCon kind of summons the same energy.
That's well, I mean, what's it like when you go, like, if you go do a weekend in?
Did you open that image? Because it never got big on mine.
Oh, sorry, I opened it on the stream, but it didn't go into your chat. Sorry about that. That's like if you go do a weekend with Shane Torres at Magooby's in upstate New York. How many bachelor and bachelorette parties are you talking?
Well, so bachelor parties are pretty much reserved. I don't see bachelor parties at comedy shows almost ever. If I do, it's like for a specific, like, I'm sure there's bachelor parties going to like kind of the Rogan cinematic universe kind of guys, like a bunch of bros. We're going to go see Gillis tonight, like that type of thing. We're going to go see Mark Norman tonight. Kind of like more, I think like male fan base, like kind of like dominant comics. You'd see maybe a bachelor party. Bachelorette parties, there is no comedy show that's safe from a bachelorette party. I had a bachelorette party come to my experimental special taping in Seattle's Belltown, where like, I don't know, the music scene used to exist. Did you run with a lad crew when you were there? So Jim, when I was in, I worked in a town called Crawley, which is a very working class, very nice, but very working class, huge. It's actually like where like a third, like this area is like a third of England's refugee population ended up there. So you have a lot of Ukrainians, a lot of Afghanistan, a lot of Syrians, and then just a lot of other diasporic people. The Chagosians all decided to relocate there. People from the Chagos Islands, which is like down by the Seychelles and Mauritius, they all ended up down there. But I worked for this football club, and the football club had a media team that was like 25-year-old-ish guys that they weren't like dumb or like,
If
like
you're starting with they weren't dumb.
No. I'm being serious. Like, this is the weird thing about it, is they were all really nice, intelligent, capable guys, but this is how they party. It's so weird. It's like you can have a conversation about like something that you'd find very reasonable. Like you can be talking to somebody about the state of like money in football, or like how the plight of the refugees in the community is, or something like that. But then you'd be like, what are you doing tonight? And they'd be like, I'm going to go drink 12 ciders at this bar that is blasting EDM music while I just grind my teeth to a fine dust.
Oi, mate, we was having a flip diddle at Waddington's. That sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that type of thing.
So here's
Go
that.
back out.
Here's that.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Let's see.
Is that Johnny Rotten?
That is Johnny Rotten. That is Steve Jones. I don't think that's Glenn Matlock. He may have been dead by that point. I have to say, seems terrible.
Did Johnny Rotten ever do a Simpsons cameo?
Let's see. John Lydon, Simpsons.
I'll tell you, I saw
Love Springfield Style is the 12th episode of the 19th season of the animated series The Simpsons. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like. Uh, looks like. Someone. The yes. The short answer is yes. Here we go. The Simpsons, Johnny Rotten episode. There we go.
I love it. How did Sid Vicious die?
I think heroin. Oh
How
wait,
did
no. Nancy Spungen maybe killed him.
Yeah, didn't wasn't it a murder suicide with Sid and Nancy?
She was charged with second-degree murder, but died of a heroin overdose while on bail. What a what a pleasant way to end the stream today.
You know, let's let's get out of here on something. Let's get out of here on something uplifting because I don't want to end on that kind of negativity too. So why don't we do type into just a Google search bar childhood or child dance performance North Korea. Just pull up a video.
Your child needs these 3 key factors to get into an Ivy
Okay,
League
we're
or top
almost
25
done with this,
university.
getting into an
And
Ivy
it's not
League
having a good
so they can protest. Better at performance than any school that I ever went to at the primary stage.
Well, the thing that you have to take into account here is this: if you mess up, the stakes are a lot higher. You know.
Yeah, no, there's a soccer stadium involved, certainly.
Can you go to let's try to find another video that's like a mass just do North Korea performance. Yes, this looks good. This is the kind of content I want. Who's not happy right now?
She's singing I Like My Father's Kiss Most. Forget Psy. This is the hit Korea owes the world.
Hit pause. I'm saying this right now. Please, can we get an honorary qualification for North Korea for Eurovision? I think it's high time that you bring the real you want to see music performed at the highest level possible? Get these guys in there. Stop doing this. Stop having these bands from Croatia called like Dragon Fuck who perform like, you know, metal polka, and they like, you know, they wear like guar costumes while they do bad dancing. I want a child that was raised in an institute to perform like this. And I want to see them go up against that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about, Adam?
I think when your life is on the line, you've never sung better on stage.
I'm telling you, I'm hitting every note. If I knew this kind of pressure, you think you've had high stakes as a comic going up there doing thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jim. She can do it. She stream with Butterfly or oh, you're talking about Butterly. Yeah, I love Butterly. I would love to get on Butterly's stream. I actually I've been meaning to go down to Philly. I'll text him and see if I can join the stream soon. I fucking love that guy. But I mean, like, we just live in such a low stakes universe where, you know, I talk about people that are like they're stressed out about, you know, they have this corporate next week where they're afraid they're going to bomb in front of a plumbers union. This girl within her eye line is her entire extended family, and they're in a cage and it's being held above a boiling water, you know?
Yeah, no, there's stakes couldn't be higher for this girl, and she's saving lives tonight.
Can you do? I just this is not what I was actually looking for. Try to find. I'm trying to find North Korea performance like one of they do these really big performances. I don't know how to phrase that. Like, scroll down. Yes, that one.
Building your online business?
No,
We are
I'm
building
not
our
building an
online
online business.
And set up your
Not everything's about capitalism, Wix. Okay. This is how champions are made, right here. I want everybody to take notes. These are all children.
Oh my.
You think they're sneaking out to do graffiti? No. They're working on their dance routines so their father doesn't get demoted at the Bulgur factory that he's been luckily assigned to.
I mean, when you talk about the glory of the state, it's never looked better.
I'm saying there's advantages to fascism.
And on that note,
Wait, is it? I don't actually think that this would be. You don't call them. It's not fascism, right?
it's a totalitarian regime. I think fascism.
I think
is
fascism
okay.
allows for like. I think fascism allows like a group to kind of like all, kind of get together and vote in a block through, you know.
Well, I think what we've learned is that you and I are political experts, so we should certainly be opining on it.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate you walking us back from the edge of ban. This has been another episode of MapQuest. I know that we've been mixing it up the last couple of weeks. I think that we got to a really interesting place though with that performance. Yeah, we'll be back next week, same time. Thanks everybody for being in the chat. This was super fun. If you guys think that there would be a more convenient time, Adam, will you drop the link in the chat right now so everybody can
Sure.
find it just before we shut the chat down? What was I gonna say? I can do another time. I just have to I have to schedule it. So yeah, just hit that up with any kind of suggestions. We'll be back next week, Wednesday at 3. But after that, I'm gonna be on the road for the summer, so it's gonna be like I'm gonna have to find a time that's real convenient for switching lots of time zones and things like that. I think this might be the time to keep working. We just might have to switch it up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this whole operation without all of my equipment at hand. But I think that I could do it with AirPods and just a small ring light, and then I'll have to figure out I tape a green screen to the wall, so I think I can do it everywhere. But yeah, anything you guys want. You guys are the day ones. We're gonna make this huge. I'm gonna start when my therapy starts working and all my self-esteem comes up. I'm gonna start actually promoting this like we're on a movement. I'm gonna start saying things like it's a movement. Thank you. I'd like start thanking you guys in a really sincere way. You know, that kind of stuff. Calling you guys my day ones. You know, just adopting certain aspects of like hip hop kind of vernacular to talk about an extremely unimportant stream. So I want you guys to know that that's coming, and you guys are going to get in on the ground level.
All right, we're about that grind set. We'll see you later, you guys.